I was born in Virginia Beach, and my mom and my birth dad got, like, divorced when I was 7 months, or I don't really know when they got divorced, but he, like, walked out on me when we were 7 months, so it was, like, me and my mom up until I was 3, I believe, and then she met my stepdad today, who I call dad, Phil. What I do personally for fun is rave. My life is completely and utterly surrounded in EDM, which is electronic dance music, and it's just like my life. It surrounds me all the time. It's almost like a god. EDM is just everything. I can feel so stupidly high from a song. Music is a savior. I don't even care. And like anything that is a beat or anything is, when I say that EDM is something unreal for me, it's like, I don't even know. I can't even describe it.
When I first met Alex, he definitely took me by surprise. He sits down, and within the first 5 minutes, I pretty much got like half of his story on how he's homeless. And so it was kind of just like a very weird thing for me to see somebody so different come walking through my door and into my life when nobody around was anywhere close to where he was in life. Sure, people go through hard times, but like, I just feel like he really has been through more than anybody else has. And in a way, I kind of like related to that. Alex as a father at first scared me. The thought of it scared me. It really did, because of where he came from. But seeing him with Tripp and seeing him now in a different light and who he's become, I really, really, really am glad that he is the father of my kid.
When I found out she was pregnant, it was just like, I'm gonna be a dad. Let's do this shit, you know? Like, and that's what it is now. It's like, I feel so ready, you know? It's like every day that's my first thought. I roll over and I'm like, oh, time to change Tripp, or what's Tripp doing? Or, you know, like I'm awake the second he, you know, it's like right when he was born, it was like I knew everything. Is this what I want? Absolutely, it's what I want. It's like so invigorating to wake up and realize that like I have two people. I have somebody that can carry on my name. I have a son that will look like me, and I have something that I can look forward to, that I can mold into the person that I was supposed to be, and, you know, make some of the wrongs that I wronged in my life right through him. Get your hand. You know what drop this is. You have been there like 3 times in mommy's belly. You've been there. Get your hands up.
The baby comes first. Baby's needs have to be above their own. Right now, they're both still young. You know, they want to do what they want to do. I would say until they get over that and they realize that now there's this little one, that what he needs has to come first, that will be a good start, because I don't think they realize that quite yet.
I mean, the one thing that makes you a good parent is putting your children's needs before your own.
Yes.
Providing for them. I mean, not the whole world. No, not everybody can provide the whole world for their child. But you provide as much as you can so that they can have a comfortable life.
Yes, you always want your kids to have better than you had.
Yes, yes.
As much as I would like to tell you that we have a set schedule, being a parent is not anywhere close to having a set schedule. You go by what the baby needs, wants, and does that day. Some nights we're up all night with him, feeding, changing, burping, and then other nights he sleeps all the way through.
I've grasped the fact that he is my future, so what do I have to look forward to besides him?
A year ago, Alex was homeless, living on the street, in and out of rehab, and now here he is, a father with a beautiful young boy. And I think that the most important thing that they can do is to, you know, figure out a way to get some, you know, some career, some education, some jobs. I mean, that's what the future is going to be for them.
It's kind of what I told Alex when we first discussed the fact that he and Katey were going to have a baby. I told him that, you know, the odds were against him, and that I hoped for the best when it comes to that. However, you know, it's going to be an uphill battle.
I really do know as a person that I try. I really do try, and I want to try to be the man I'm supposed to be in this kind of situation and, you know, relationship with my family that I've, you know, made. I've made my bed and I have to lay down in it, and I'm willing to. It's cool to think about, like, usually babies are like, oh, I was just like a drug addict, but now I have a baby and everything's cool because I have a baby and it brings us together. Like, that's not what it is at all. It's like, I have a baby and everybody realizes that I'm like doing the right thing, so then they can take the step to even be cool with me.
When we sent Katey off to California, we got to experience for 3 months, 4 months maybe,
Yeah.
what it would be like if it was truly just us. And, you know, I hate to say it, but it was nice because the bills were all down to a minimum, and then it was like, okay, well, not only am I coming home, but I'm coming home pregnant and I'm bringing my boyfriend with me. And it, you know, it was instantly went from the two of us to a whole ready-made family. So, you know, for us, it was kind of like, wow, well, that wasn't fair. Now when you go to the grocery store, you gotta make sure you have baby wipes. I didn't used to have to make sure of that stuff. That, like I said, the whole house, we had to put new carpet, new paint, redecorate, get new furniture, new drapes. So that cost a lot of money. You know, of course, they have nothing. So the baby needs clothes, shoes, diapers, you know, a car seat, a stroller, a playpen, a walker, you know, on and on and on. Her baby shower, you know, I have to invite so many people and feed them all. And, you know, it's just, and like it goes back to before. Just sometimes it'd be nice to hear thank you other than, you know, like it's expected. You know, Tripp needs this, I need that. With no thought as to, okay, why is that on me?
My parents are very, 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 very nice, and they try their best to make it seem like everything's okay. But I know that us living here is taking a toll on them, not only financially, but emotionally. I know that they didn't think in their heads ever when I was a baby that this would be where I ended up. And I know that they want to see us try for our own and succeed for our own. It's just right now, it's just we don't have the cards stacked with us right now. So they're very supportive about it. But I know that deep down they really wish we would get out of their hair already.
When Alex first came back, he seemed very helpful. He seemed eager to impress or appease or be helpful towards us to make the situation easy. As time's gone on, it seems like he tries a little less and a little less and a little less. It seems like he's getting comfortable, and we feel he could put out a lot more effort. He does a lot with the baby, but we feel he could do a lot more, either helping provide or getting a job or helping around the house. He's starting to get lazy about it.
I feel like living with them is kind of a blessing, honestly, because they don't have to let me live here. So, first off, me personally, I'm grateful. I don't really have a say in how I feel about me living with them, but how I feel about them personally, they're great people. They didn't know me at first. I was just some kid that got shipped out to California and got their daughter pregnant. How is that supposed to make them feel? I pray they see every day that I really try.
We don't hear talk about them talking, how are we going to make it? Should we, go back to school? Should we try this career, that career? What are our plans for the future? They just pretty much day by day and pretty much expect us to provide for them.
As far as talking about the future goes, I would say that we haven't gone much past general plans of things we both want. Other than just a list of things we want, we have no concrete plans.
We hope that our kindness isn't being taken for granted and that they are planning something.
Yes.
I see Alex in 5 years, I think he's going to be very responsible and respectful. I don't see him away doing stuff that's not good. And I think he's going to be a very good parent at that point and love that child unconditionally. Not that he hasn't, but he's going to love him even more. I think he's changed a lot and we can trust him a lot more.
I think that Katey is, her qualities lend themselves to be a very good, the very kind of person that Alex needs.
I think that she has, in her own way, gained Alex's trust and love. And those two things help to make him receptive to some level-headed, voice of reason type advice.
I couldn't be happier. Because not only are they making their kid happy, I feel like it made them better people. Because God knows where they would have been if they didn't have a kid. I don't know, in a way, their baby saved their lives.
I had high hopes for Katey. She's brilliant, she's smart, she's fun, cute, but, I love Tripp too. I'm glad he's here.
Now I get to watch what my parents got to watch, and it's just like, that's what I want my future to be. I don't know if I don't really care about my past person's future. Everything happens for a reason. I'm not meant to leave this girl.
All while I was pregnant, everybody told me, you'll never feel so proud in your life until you push out that baby and you look at him and you're just going to be so proud of yourself and you're going to really know what love means and stuff like that, like all these things. And honestly, for me, having a baby is it's all that and a little bit more. It's everything positive and everything magical you want.
I wouldn't trade now that I have Tripp.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Not
I
at
wouldn't
all.
trade, and I would pick them every time. So if I have to put up with them for 18 years so that my grandson has a good life, that's fine.